They start the drive with Cook. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12. At the 25-yard line.
Alert, alert, alert! Hey, home. What is that?
Play action. Now it's Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
What's that?
Well, a fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Bills are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they got off to the tough 0-2 start, but come off a very important first win of the season last time out.
And it's tough when you find yourself at an early season crossroads, but that's exactly where they were. At 0-2, they were thinking if we fall to 0-3, things can spin out of control. But now at 1-2, they shouldn't feel the need to press out there. They're now back in a good spot. Time to win some games and keep moving forward.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Cook up the gut. Going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts us down to a 3rd and about 5. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. And the throw's going to be caught. That's going to bring up 4th down. Only a gain of 2 there.
A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Alert, alert, alert! Roundie! Monday.
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
319! Hey, tight. Monday.
Here's Allen to throw it. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Looking to put a drive together. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. A throw left side, reeled in by the rookie wideout. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A good pickup there, a 22.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. Play action. Shuck. Wide open receiver complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Throwing. Shot. Slant pass complete to Olave. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And that flag accepted. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now Allen off the bootleg. This to the tight end, Kincaid. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And you look at this Saints defense. Against the pass, they've had some issues. Ranked number 23 in the NFL right now.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
Are you kidding me? Really? Are you kidding me?
Second and 10.
Middle. 5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide. 319. Look out.
Here's Allen. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at 45. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hey, tight. JCG! Ready? Here we go.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Ready? 56.
To the air, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Here we go.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
What's that?
Now Allen. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
At the 44-yard line.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Second and 9 from the 44.
Hey, tight. Ready? It's out.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
319. What's that?
Allen going to throw. He'll try and do this himself. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 yards there on the scramble and a 1st down.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Alert! 56. What's that?
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 24-yard line.
Look out.
And now they'll throw with Allen. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
First and 10.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage, has been playing at a shutdown level so far, even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Allen. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Brown 80!
To throw, it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the 1st down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Saints 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Off the play fake, Shuck. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Shuck. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Shuck. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3.
Shuck looking to throw once more. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point safely through. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And bulldozing his way through. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's second and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Mitch Wisnowski set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Here's Shuck. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Shuck now to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw now, Shuck. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Again, it's Shuck. Man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Saints have moved out in front. The extra point up and good. And the lead is now 21-14.
Bills 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score. Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Allen now on the sneak. And he is going to have a Bills first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Well, He's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he returns this to the 22.
First and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. Nick has been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us. Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Shuck. And that's going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
At the Saints' 41-yard line.
Alert! Is that?
The first down carry here for Johnson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss.
56. Regular. Off 52.
Now Allen. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And the Saints will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. He's going to air one out. That's caught at the 25. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 32 on the play.
I would say just add that one to the total big plays he's already made here in the first month of the year. You've got to think the front office and the coaching staff have got to be excited about what they've seen so far and really excited about what they expect to see down the road.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Off the RPO, he completes it. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. So the completion good for just 3. And now it's 3rd and 4.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Throwing, Shuck. He'll try and do this himself. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And his kick here is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now Allen off the bootleg. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it, because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bills use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that gives him a 3-point lead.
Saints 24. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now this time he'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line to the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Up the middle, Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. 101 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. He'll dump this off to Cook. So nothing doing there. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Round 80.
One final try here for Allen. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
And the Bills first down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
5 wide, 5 wide, 5 wide.
Back to the ground, Cook. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll come up now. This is second and long.
Alert, alert.
Allen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Mecole Hardman, 44 yards. And the Bills have taken a fourth quarter lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And it looked like the operation got fouled up there. This ball was pushed to the right. It's no good.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Here is Wishnowsky to boot it away following the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25. They'll come up first and 10 here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, that's a good first step, but several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Plenty of time. All three timeouts still remain. Here's first and 10 now. Back to throw. He'll drop this one off with ETN. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
But now an audible here into something else. They'll look to throw. They can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
A loss of 11 yards. It's second down.
He's back to throw. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. Very sharp here to start this drive, 3 for 3.
Yeah, I like the way he's running this 2-minute drill. Very sharp, very precise in throwing the football.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This Buffalo crowd letting them have it. Third down now. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here we go. First and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6.
He kept it in his hands and tried to push it across the goal line himself, but the defensive front wouldn't allow him to do so, bringing up second down and a bit farther.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. Back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. Third down and goal coming up here. Here's a quick throw right side. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Extra point right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And a little dangerous there, almost a penalty, but it does get into the end zone before going over the sideline for a touchback. Here's first and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And a fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for New Orleans, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves
be my new chick. You can just pull up and hang out and be a new friend. Or I can show you how to train a dragon like that. And either way, it ain't gotta be love. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams.
Yeah. So every morning after snoring, yes, I yearn for you. Thought it wasn't super serious, but now it's too much. I got a disease, so please let go with the clutch. You got the pedal to the metal and you're revving me up.
So slow down, I got a 2-car garage, or we can go and make sounds that
Call you Dale cause you weren't hearts. I'll be Tracy Chapman in the fast car.
What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams, you need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I'll be alright. In my dreams.
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. If I got to bring it to you cowards, then it's gonna be quick. Aight, all your men have been to jail before. And all them upper cats you run with, get done with, dumb quick. You gon' poke the dog with some bump. Aight, they go to click 911. All over some dump. Ain't that something? It's the mommy of clubs. Every time you come around, it's like, what? I just gotta get my. And I don't know who the you think you talking to, but I'm not him, aight, Slim. So watch what you do, or you gon' find yourself next to someone else. And we all thought you loved yourself, but that couldn't have been the issue. Or maybe they just saying that now cause they miss you. Try to diss you. That's why you laying on your back, looking at the roof of the church. Preacher telling the truth and it hurts. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. Off the chain, I leave soft in the brain. Still want the fame, off the name. First of all, you ain't rap long enough to be with me. And you ain't strong enough. So whatever it is you I got you thinking that you Superman. I got the kryptonite. With my the mic. That's characters, not even good actors. What's gonna be the outcome? Let's add up all the factors. You whack, you twisted, your girls are you broke, the kid ain't yours, and everybody know your own man say you stupid. You be like, so I love my baby mother. I never let her go. I'm tired of weak whining over that don't belong to them. What's wrong with them? It's up for real, like my mans in them who get it all in the strength of their hands with them. Man, y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me act a fool. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here. I bring down rain so heavy it hurts the head. No more talk. Put him in the stand. You keep walking. That you trying to end up. Cause if I end up fed, I end up. Cause you the soft type. What? Fake up north type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is a dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When the fit in, everybody come out. When the body run out, the sun in, the sun out. Out. Running his mouth, I'm flung out. Listen, he's about to leave. You know who gon' find you? Some old man fishing. Grandma wishing you the best, but it's hard to digest with the sound of your chest. Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me go all out. Up in here, up in here. Y'all
On a gorgeous late summer afternoon, it's time for football from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Davis. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
At the 35-yard line.
319!
Now Allen. Now he fires deep for Shakir. It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Khalil Shakir, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bills need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Looking to put a drive together.
Come on, set. Red.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I had no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Now a 2nd and 2. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. They really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
15 yards for the Lions there on a 1st down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. 25 yards that time. A nice throw right there. And, Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see?
I saw something similar to what you described, Brandon, because I saw a guy who looked the part, a guy who was in command, not just with the touchdown passes, but definitely looked to be in control of the offense as well. And you and I both know that's often uncommon for a rookie quarterback.
They'll set up to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Here we go, set. 52, ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And in for the Lions, touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Lions respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Middle. Ready? What's that?
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Well, this defense for the Lions, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
3rd down and 6.
Alert! Pass 85, pass 85. What's that?
Allen now looks to throw. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
It's
Alert!
4th down.
Middle. Regular. Gun. What's that?
They do go for it. Here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. When you look at this Buffalo defense, they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. They're going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
14. Bills 7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try to pick themselves back up.
The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of one there.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Hey, tight. Motion.
To throw, it's Allen. And to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Inside give to Davis. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
The Bills had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
319! We'll go!
They'll run it. Here's Cook. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Second down and 3. Up the middle to Davis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
To the air, Allen. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook, at least for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
The kick by Bass is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Here we go.
Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Ready.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8.
Ready. Ready.
Pretty good burst there as they get this across midfield and down to the 46. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10.
Quickly completed to the right flat. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple.
Let's go. Yellow, 22. Ready.
Now back to throw.
Now he's going to step up and run.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides through a hole.
Right, 97. No, 52. Zoom black.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches.
Blue striker. Blaster. Six. Yellow. Hut.
Back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Got a man and he hits him in stride. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
1st and goal, Detroit.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
The kill here is complete. Touchdown! A great play there. Taking it in. And the Lions are able to widen their advantage. For this offensive unit, yeah, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Hey, tight. That's it.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he's got room. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down. And, Charles, it's not very often an elite back becomes available. They jumped on him. I think they were smart to do so.
I agree, and we hear so often about how the running back position is devalued. But when you have a chance to get one of the truly best, top of his game, you go out and get him.
And complete right side to Cook. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it'll be 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now the former Terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now, we all know that an offense coordinator and a quarterback, they're aligned at the hip. But when you've got a runner who can get you that kind of yardage, that guy's invaluable.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing now is Allen. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
He's out of bounds.
7 yards there on the 1st down screen play.
Good call there on 1st down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years at not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Hey, tight.
Allen. Right back to Davis. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
56. 80. Off 52.
From the gun, it's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. A final shot before half for Allen. Touchdown, Bills! Khalil Shakir in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-17.
Bills 17. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here we go, set. 33, yellow, set.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 35. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
And the Lions first down.
Let's go now. Ready.
That's going to be caught by Bigsby. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. 43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. Just one big carry away from busting this open, that's a good start for him.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw here. That's quickly to Atwell on a slant. So the completion good for 7 there. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. A try here for the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Lions 28, Bills 17.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the 2nd half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a 2-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. It was a small, manageable sprint.
That's caught at the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dalton Kincaid, 65 yards. And the Bills are back within a score. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
The Bills are lining up for a 2-point conversion.
Play clock down to 0, and that's going to be a delay.
Of course, that flag accepted, and it backs the ball up 5 yards. Bass on for the extra point.
And the lead is down to 4.
Makes the score Lions 28, Bills 24. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
From the 31, here's the 2nd down and 6.
Red, cycle. Ready, set.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Complete to Wright. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
Their own 11-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now Allen. The right side here caught by Kincaid. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Half 85, half 85.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Hey, hold. Ready? I got him, baby. Look out.
Cook up the gut. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8.
Ready?
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
This defense tough to run against, and those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
It's a gain of
A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
Another Bills 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, a give to Davis. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
And they'll run it here. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1.
52. 319.
They'll try the wide side with Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. Setting up the screen for Cook. They'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. James Cook, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills put together a fourth-quarter drive to take the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Ready. Sticky, green.
He'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
Come on,
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Back to throw here. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That turns into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. And Oliver forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan, introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They said hello to big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
Here's 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 red. 60 red. Set.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Back to throw. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Where will the pressure come from? 4th and 6 now.
33, yellow.
As expected, they're going for him to keep the drive alive. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete.
It's a
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
That is caught. Kincaid with it. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
I just love how they're going about trying to finish off this game. This is not an offense that's going to go into a shell. They're going to keep exploiting weaknesses where they see them. And that's a huge pickup there with the game in the balance.
Five points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Third down, here's a run by Cook. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points, but they did so without committing a single turnover.
That's so true, and it certainly felt like NFL football at its finest, right? You talk about the highest level from both of these offenses. Neither one of them afraid of taking risks, and both of them aggressively pushing it downfield. I did like, Brandon, how smart they were about going about their business, though. They were high-flying, but they took care of the ball.
Yeah, they did. And just keeping it clean in a game like this with all these points, you don't see that very often, even at the highest level. Job well done by both sides.
So for Buffalo, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.